to the Empower Room, and I'm your host, Rev.T. I want to thank you all for being with us in the Empower Room on this Sunday, and glad to be with you. We have been doing some empowering moments replays for the last couple of weeks, and hope you enjoyed those two replays that we have done on the last couple of weeks of empowering moments. And let's get ready to do something.
Welcome to the Empower Room for Empowering Moments with your host, Timothy Hughes. Empowering Moments is brought to you by MPWR Media, LLC, where we empower you, parents, and the entire community with transformative information to move mind and spirit to a higher state of well-being. So welcome to the Empower Room, and let's get started.
All right, welcome again to the Empower Room. I am your host, Reverend Timothy Hughes, MDiv, and we ask that you please like our page, send in a comment, send in an emoji. We're on YouTube as well, so we ask that you please subscribe to our YouTube page at MPWR Media, LLC. You will find us on YouTube as well as Facebook Live and other streaming sources as well. So we hope that you are well as we are embarking on our summer breeze preview on today. So I am the CEO of MPWR Media, LLC, and it's a play on words, as you can see, MPWR. And we're glad to have you with us on today, and hope you get some empowering information with you joining on with us today. And I'm also the author of In the Blink of an Eye, an Out of This World Experience. That's available on Amazon, which we'll get into a little later. All right, so give you a little bit more about what MPWR Media is all about. MPWR Media is a empowering entity, and we do social engagement programs, social empowerment programs throughout the community, through digital, through publication, through special presentations. We have over 25 years of experience in doing presentations that are customized to what your outcome is, be it short-term, long-term, whatever the case may be. And as you can see on the screen, there are some categories of various presentations that we do. And you're more than welcome to reach out to us on our website. MPWR Media, LLC1.com is our website. MPWR Media, LLC1.com is our website, and you will be able to find more information in regard to our presentations that are available, as well as how you're able to purchase the book In the Blink of an Eye is also available on there as well. So to give you some ideas as far as presentations that we provide, we have cultural diversity, where do we go from here, parent empowerment, youth empowerment are some of our main presentations that we do. So feel free to reach out to us. We'll be more than glad to customize it to fit whatever constraints or form that you would like to have that in, be it a one-day presentation, a couple of hours, or over a period of time, that type of thing. So that's the uniqueness of what we have to offer, all right, through MPWR Media, LLC. And what this format is about that we do here is to share information centered around three areas that are centered around cultural, civic, and also consciousness are the three areas that we cover. The three C's, if you will, is what we do. And as I stated, this is a summer preview. And before we get into that, I just want to thank everyone who has been part of the Empower Room. We've been doing this since the pandemic, and we have really had some great guests as we've kind of revamped the presentation that we do through the Empower Room. And we've had guests as far as Spain, and we've also had guests as far as in other states here in the United States, in St. Louis and in Iowa and various other parts of the United States too. So in a wide variety of topics that we cover as well. So I want to lift up again the class of 2024 and congratulations to all the graduates, whatever level of graduation you may have obtained, be it preschool, be it kindergarten, be it elementary, be it middle school, be it high school, be it college, be it graduate school, whatever you have accomplished. Congratulations to you and much success, much success, much success. All right. All right. So, as I said, we are in our summer breeze preview, and we have a great lineup that we're in the process of lining up for the summer with various topics that we're in the process of setting confirmation dates and times with a special guest that we when we air on Sunday. So looking forward to that kicking off on next Sunday. Also, we're in the throes of our setting up our book signing for the book In the Blink of an Eye. I want to thank everyone again who has purchased the book. We are on the bestseller list on Amazon, and thank you all for that. And it has really been a task trying to set up these book signings, but it looks like we're narrowing down to September, October, and November. In September, it looks like we'll be in St. Louis. October looks like we'll be in Houston, and then November looks like we'll be in Tupelo, Mississippi area. Is what we're looking at as far as the book signing. So please keep us in prayer and securing locations and times and all that good stuff. And as soon as those dates are available, we will definitely let you know. So we're looking at again September, October, and November. So September in St. Louis, October in Houston, and then in November we will be in Tupelo, Mississippi. All right. All right. So again, if you want to purchase the book, feel free. It's available at Amazon.com. And you can also purchase it on our website, MPWR Media, LLC1.com, and go to our store page, and you'll see the book there as well. So we encourage you to get it. It's a outstanding read. Heard some reviews of it on this past weekend with someone who stated that they opened it and they just read straight through, and it was very inspiring to them and easy to read, and they really felt empowered and felt blessed from reading the book. And it tells my story of an experience that I had where I was taking my wife out for February 14, 2014 to go see Frankie Beverly and Mays, and I had a sudden death heart attack. So you just from hearing that and hearing me say that, you know there's a story. All right. So that's what the book is about. It's a short read. It's really almost like a devotional, if you will, and takes you on a journey of what I experienced on that day. And thank you again for all those that have purchased the book. And I look forward to getting out there and doing the book signings and meeting more people and sharing my story with more folk. All right. All right. So that covers that. So, and also our Examiner Quarterly is a magazine that we have also published. This is one of our copies, one of our editions of the Examiner Quarterly. We've had two actual Examiner Quarterlies be issued so far, and we are going to embark on a special 2024 election edition for this year. So please keep us in prayer for that as well. We're at the beginning stages of getting prepared for that issue to come out as well. So we're hoping that will be available also around the September-October timeframe as we go out for the book signing. All right. So thank you all again so much for your support. And let's get into what we're going to be doing today. So we are first, as I stated, we go and talk about the cultural piece. So with the cultural piece, I heard about a location that I did not know existed. and I've been exploring it. So with this, especially this being summer, I think it's really important that we share information. This is a great time to travel and explore, especially culturally. There's so much rich history that may be right in our own neighborhood, right down the street, maybe a few hours away, that you can really be enriched by. So I heard about this Jim Crow Museum at the Ferris State University, and that is in Big Rapids, Michigan. And I was just amazed that there was an actual museum that centered on Jim Crow. So I'm still exploring it. I have put the website on our page for you to check it out. They also even have a virtual tour that you can actually take a virtual tour of the museum right from your laptop or your iPhone or your cell phone or whatever, that you can actually take a virtual tour right where you are. So that is outstanding. So I'm still in the process of exploring it and looking at the various exhibits that are there and for me, I'm the type of person I really want to go and see for myself. So that's what I'm looking forward to possibly doing to add that to our calendar, to be able to actually touch and see and feel and this experience in that manner. So looking forward to that. Thought I would share that with you all on today, and was really impressed with the information that I heard in regard to some of the historical laws that were Jim Crow laws during the Jim Crow era, and it's really interesting, mind blowing, and so grateful that we're not there now, and pray that we don't go back. All right. So that's it on the cultural piece. For sure, wanted to share that with you all again as we are maybe pondering where am I going to go this summer, what I'm going to do, what am I going to share with my young people, my children, to empower them to understand where we come from. That may be a great lesson for them to be able to explore, especially as I say with the virtual tour. You can have them do a book report or something, for you during the summer or something, so that would be wonderful. All right, so let's move on to consciousness. All right. Just this week, I have realized the weight of what we may be experiencing as African Americans, specifically uh, brothers and sisters, brown and black, in regard to the political, social environment that we find ourselves in, and to also not forget coming out of COVID as well. And I really want us to really be thinking about self-care during this time, and self-reflection during this time, and taking time for self. Sometimes we just might need to turn the TV off, turn the radio off, get away from folk for a minute, and just like do our own personal meditation. I feel we're being bombarded with a lot of misinformation, a lot of information that's coming a lot faster these days due to us having the social media outlets that we have, and that type of thing. So just want us to be conscious of that, especially here again, we'll call this the summer breeze preview. So, summer, we kind of lay back. It's kind of a slower pace type of season. So do that for yourself, and we'll be looking at having some folks to come on to that can help us come up with some ways of being able to maybe unwind in a healthy way, that type thing, and during the summer as well. So we make sure that we will connect with some folks to come on and give us some suggestions. But hey, travel for me, being by the water, by the ocean, is powerful for me and for my wife, and we're looking forward to coming up with a destination to go to before the summer's out, to have that experience, to put our toes in the sand and let the ocean water wash up on our feet and on our legs. I don't go too far deep into it now, but it's close, and hearing the waves, that's therapeutic for me. So I hope that you are considering doing the same thing, and be patient with yourself, be kind, and take that time out for yourself, just to chill. By yourself, turn the lights off. Tell everybody, hey, I'm gonna be out for half a day or a day or a couple of hours or whatever. That includes the children, whatever. Do what you have to do for yourself, to time to get yourself stabilized during this season, as we're in this election season. Things are starting to heat up and ramp up, and we're dealing with a lot of stuff right now. All right, so just want to lift that up to everybody on today in relation to consciousness. All right, and make sure you're tied to your spiritual source as well, and don't take that for granted as well. Me engaging in worship is important, and I take that seriously. Be it with me being in a church house or doing it or on YouTube or the internet. Either way, I'm in there. On Sundays, that's what I'm doing, worshiping God and thanking Him for His many blessings, and being empowered by the Word, by whoever is preaching to me on that Sunday. All right, so just do that for yourself. Amen. All right. So now we're gonna get into a little heavy. Okay. So I have expressed that I was going to start getting into the engagement of the election 2024. I'm sorry, I wish it was 2014, but 2024 coming up with the election. So I wanted to share some thoughts because, I've heard 50 Cent say that he believes a lot of black men are supporting Trump because because of him having his RICO experience, and that really sounds not that smart to me. I'm sorry, that's not a reason. I think help me out now. The comment, let me know. Hit me with what you think, because that's going to be one of the topics that we have coming during the summer, where we're going to have some men sharing their thoughts in regard to the election coming up, and who they think would be the best president during this time. So, like, comments like that, I'm like, they don't make logical sense to me. Because we're talking about president of the United States. That is a highest office that you can have in the United States. And also, you're on the world stage where you'll be engaging with folk in leadership all over the world. And there are serious situations and concerns and things going on in our world that we need to be really critically thinking about when it comes to who we want to lead us in this next election. All right. So I wanted to lift up some thoughts that I have that are factual. It's factual information. So helping us to critically think about this decision. All right, in regard to this presidential election. All right, so I ran across a tweet that I thought was very interesting and factual. It's not anything that I would consider to be fake news, and I think if you read it and you've been keeping up with what's going on, you would recognize the things that have been addressed. Okay, so let's go with one of the things is they're saying Trump refused to accept the results of the election. He's still refusing to this day. All right, it has been audited many times, and there has not been anything found that there was any discrepancies or fraudulent accounting at all from what has been done in regard to the review of the count. So I'm not sure where that's coming from. All right. He's calling to terminate the Constitution. Those words have come out of his mouth in regard to different elements of the Constitution. Devises an elaborate scheme to replace legitimate electors with fake electors. There is record. People are being held accountable for that as we speak right now. We saw video of them approaching the place where they were going to count and trying to disguise themselves as the real electors when they were not. All right. Draft plans to seize voting machines. That's factual. Push for Mike Pence to reject his constitutional duty to certify electors, inciting a mob that called for his execution. Let me say that again. Push for Mike Pence to reject his constitutional duty to certify electors, indict a mob that called for his execution. I saw that. It was on all the news channels, and it's been replayed since. We've seen it with our own eyes. All right. So let's move on. Incited an insurrection that tried to keep him in power by force. Let's just deal with just hearing that, knowing that, seeing that. This is not something that's made up. It's not a made up construct. We actually saw this on January 6th. Okay. So I'm trying my best to understand how folk would think that a person of these type of characteristics would be a outstanding candidate for any party. Dot. I don't care, Republican, Libertarian, Democratic, whatever. Just that does not fly. And it hopefully, but it seems to be flying with some folk, evidently, as we supposedly are hearing in the news. All right. So I wanted to lift that up, and then I want to flip it to Biden and what President Biden has accomplished and what he has been doing since he has been in office. And if we can just flip to that next screen. All right, and before that, our visuals are important, very important. So in case you forgot what it looked like on January 6th, here's a picture. There's three. That was instigated by former President Trump. We're okay with this? Next. So, also guilty, 34 felony counts, New York, for the hush money trial. He lost the civil suit in New York in regard to business fraud. And the civil case where he has to pay about $5 million, award goes to E. Jean Carroll. And I know these two are in the appeal process, but each case, evidence is there. There are receipts that appear to lead to a guilty decision. And there are more cases coming down the pike. So how is these characteristics of a person that you would want to represent you and represent you as the president of the United States? Help me with that, please. All right, please hit me with my comments. I really want to understand. So please shoot me the comments, and you must be factual. Don't come with no foolishness. We must be factual. We're gonna have a conversation that is one based on facts and not feelings. Talking facts, okay? That's what we do here at Empower. We talk facts. We don't talk that other stuff. We talk about facts. All right? All right. So let's move on to Biden's administration for me, please. You see it? Should be coming up shortly. There we go. Election season 2024. All right. So, lifting up things that have been accomplished by President Biden. All right. So, one is there was a desire for a African American vice president. That was done. All right. Kamala Harris, and she's been doing a phenomenal job, in my opinion, in that position. All right. Then we also have other things as well that I'm trying to pull up on my end that I wanted to lift up. Just a minute. Just a minute. All right. So, Kamala Harris, Black woman, Supreme Court Justice, check. Infrastructure bill passed, check. And that has been beneficial to Republican states and Democratic states. More diverse federal judge appointments. If I understand, Biden has appointed more African Americans to the bench than any other president, if I am not mistaken. Financial aid forgiveness also is in process as we speak. There have been people that have been blessed to have their student loans forgiven, and there are still some in process. Change the course of the pandemic that we were in. Thank God for that. He wasn't saying to inject, what was it? Oh my goodness, whatever the cleaning solution stuff in your veins, that was supposed to help, that then former President Trump was saying. With that alone, it's like, dude, you can't be my president. All right. Affordable drug costs are happening across our nation, stabilizing international relationships. Even in the midst of the wars that are taking place, he's doing his best to intervene and to create peace and bring folks together to negotiate better outcomes. Lower unemployment has taken place under this administration. They have helped to rescue the economy. Yeah, we're dealing with some high costs, inflation, that type of thing. But in comparison to other countries, we're still ahead. All right. Reproductive rights, they are fighting for. Health insurance availability is getting stronger. Creation of industry in the U.S. is getting stronger with new industries that are being built and plants and things of that nature. Advancing equity and racial justice has been on the forefront of this administration. Support to Ukraine has definitely been one for this administration. Gun violence legislation, they have been trying to incorporate and trying to encourage that. But of course, with the the Republican and Democratic balance in the House and the Senate that's been a bit of a standstill, managing the U.S. efficiently, restoring respect and integrity that has been tarnished from the past administration, and fighting for our democracy, fighting for the soul of America. So when you compare what I've just said between the two candidates, if you feel the first description is better than the second description, and again, we're dealing with facts. I ain't dealing with no fiction. I ain't dealing with no conspiracies. I'm dealing with facts. So I pray that our listening audience will share this information and share it based on the facts and not on your feelings and your emotions. Because this is serious business that we're dealing with. And in my opinion, what's on the ballot come November 2024 is, are we going to be Democratic or are we going to be autocratic? And it's up to us to make that decision. All right. So I said this part was going to be heavy in regard to the civic, and it is, but it's something for us to think about critically. Then don't get all caught up in your feelings and emotions and riding the wave of things that are not true. Okay, because we're in serious times right now. All right, so that is that for me in regard to the civic piece, and I pray that this information is helpful to you. We hope to dig a little bit deeper into that as we get closer to the election with special guests that we have come on the show. And hey, let us know what you think. Send us some comments, some emojis or whatever. Just interested to hear what the people say, what the people have to say. All right. So we want to thank you all for joining us in the Empower Room. I want to lift up a young man and family that we have been in support of, Justice for Quincy McMillan. Unfortunately, he was killed in a tragic incident in Phoenix, Arizona, where he was killed, and he was a Lyft driver and was killed delivering or dropping someone off or delivering something at a location. And unfortunately, this young man was shot to death there at this location in Phoenix, Arizona. And I need to check with his mom to see if there's been any updates with him. I pray that there has been. They are raising money for reward money for anyone to come forward with any information to be able to hopefully get to who did this to this outstanding young man who I knew personally when I was working in the Ferguson-Florissant School District in St. Louis, Missouri. So great young man, from what I remember, comes from a great family, and we're seeking justice for Quincy McMillan. So please check out the email address. Send your regards to Qualisha Jones at gmail.com. She will definitely appreciate it, and any assistance you can assist with, she would appreciate that as well. Looking to hopefully have her on within the next couple of weeks for sure to get an update in regard to that. All right. Okay. So I believe that covers us for the Empower Room on today. I hope that you all are enjoying the summer thus far. The young people are out of school and travel has begun for a lot of folk, and pray you have safe travel, and you young people have a great summer, and get them and be intentional about giving them some nuggets of wisdom along the way, and connecting them with our culture in various ways, through museums, through reading books, through reading, watching movies, documentaries, those types of having discussions, being engaged in conversations centered around our culture, I think is very important, especially in times like these. All right. So again, I want to thank you all so much. I want to thank Nia Aziz, my daughter, for running the boards for me. I believe she's handling 2 tasks at this time. And congratulations to them on their wonderful bubba shop that they have, and they're dispensing wonderful teas at this location. And so grateful for them, and ask God's continued blessings with their business. They had a wonderful grand opening on Friday, and so grateful for her for being able to help me out here on the show on Sundays. And I don't know, Miss Nia, did you have anything you want to share in regard to your grand opening?
Hi.
Hey, Nia.
Yes, thanks for lifting us up. We are over here located in Flower Mound, Texas, 330 Parker Square. And yes, we sell boba tea. And if you never tried it before, this is a perfect time to try it for the first time and support Black-owned business.
All right. Thank you, Nia. Thank you for everything. Love you.
Welcome, love you.
All right. Okay, so again, thank you all so much for being with us in the Power Room. Hope you have a wonderful day, rest of the week, and we'll catch you on next Sunday. All right, God bless.
Thank you for joining us in the Empower Room. Hope you have received some impactful information. Please like or leave a comment. See you next week in the Empower Room, brought to you by MPWR Media LLC and your host, Rev. Timothy Hughes, aka Rev.T.